My wife and I decided to do an experiment this summer where we would spend the entire summer in Asia, partly just to vacation, but mostly to spend some time with her side of the family. But one major issue with that is it's kind of hard to get work done if you are in Asia for the entire summer. So we wanted to see what it would be like if in the middle of the summer I took a plane ride back home, spent a couple weeks at home, did as many product reviews as possible while I was home, and then flew back to meet with my family back here in Asia. So I am back in Asia. I just finished my 2-week experiment, seeing what I could get done, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. The things I learned while having completely uninterrupted time and completely focused time to work just on product reviews. One of the first things I learned was how nice it was to have uninterrupted time, and that I need to make that more of a focus when I am at home. I need to either put it in the calendar or set time aside where I have uninterrupted time to actually do work. No boys, no other responsibilities, just time to work on videos. My wife's actually been really good to help me with this, but when I get home, one of the plans I have is that I will have more days where my wife takes the kids, so I have like a full day or something like that where I can just focus, work on reviews, do nothing else. The reason that was so nice and important is I could start a project, work on something else, and then go back to the first project and resume where I left off. I don't have to worry about kids messing things up or my toddler getting into things. I was just able to work a lot more effectively with uninterrupted time, and this is nothing new. Everyone knows this, but for me, the main thing I learned is I need to make this more of a priority and actually set time aside to do this. The second thing I learned is I need to focus a lot more on doing batch editing, or not really batch editing, but batch filming of products. And because I had so much time in Asia away from home, I had a lot of products built up so that I had multiples of the same product. And when I was able to film that, I was able to do things way more effectively. So for example, I filmed multiple dash cameras at the same time so I could put those on my windshield and film all at once. Or I also filmed a bunch of air dusters. So when I got B-roll of the air dusters, I could just take all 3 air dusters at the same time, do that. And so I didn't have to spend time going back and forth filming air dusters. I just did it one time, but with 3 different air dusters. Oh, cool. Bamboo bridge. Hope I don't break it. I might be taking pauses in this video because there's a kind of a crazy trail. The other nice advantage of batch recording is that it makes it a lot easier for doing comparison videos, which are the best kind of videos to make. Sorry if I'm shaky, I'm kind of on the crazy bridge here, a little bit spooky. But if you film everything in batch, doing comparison videos is kind of second nature. You can get all the footage at the same time. Even if you're not editing the comparison video, you already have all that footage ready to go. Another big thing I learned with the 2 weeks off that really kind of surprised me was, lots of dogs. Go away, dog. Another thing that really surprised me with the 2 weeks off was I thought for sure I was gonna get a ton done. I'd be super effective, get all my videos done, and then I'd have time left over to work on my house, clean up my house, do yard work. But I did not get nearly as much done as I thought I was going to. I'm not exactly sure what it was. Maybe I was distracted. Maybe I was just trying to make higher quality videos, but I thought for sure I was gonna be able to get a ton of videos done. I did get just about everything finished, but I did not work nearly as fast as I thought I would need to. So again, I need to set aside much more time for what I think I need. I found one thing that took up a lot of my time was just the prep work. So getting an area ready to film, kind of cleaning up my house, getting it ready, or even just preparing the files. So I had the files ready to do editing. That all took a lot more time than I thought. And so I probably should have planned ahead better. And again, calendar in or set aside specific time for what you're doing. Another thing I learned, and I've always known this, but this really hit home with this past trip, was I need to do a lot better at figuring out when to stop working on a project. There's certain projects that I know are just going to be a waste of my time, and I need to do much better recognizing that earlier on and just abandoning the project or doing the bare minimum if I feel obligated to finish the video. For example, a lot of times I'll work on some tech gear or something like that, and after I start working on it, I'll realize either something is wrong with it, it's got a bug or something, or it's just not what I expected from the product description. And this usually means one of two things. Either it is a bug and something's wrong, and I'm going to have to spend a lot of time troubleshooting it to figure out what's wrong, a lot of communication back and forth with the agent or the seller, or it's working as it should, it's just not what my expectations are, and it's something I would not recommend. In either case, making a video like that is not really going to benefit anyone. It's going to be a waste of my time, and because it's a product I don't really recommend, it's going to be a waste of the agent or seller's time as well. So that's something I just need to learn, that hey, this is going to take too much time. Even if they're paying me for it, it's not worth my time. Either I abandon the project right there, or I lower mine and their expectations with the video and just do a quick video and get done with it. And the last thing I learned is kind of a two-parter, but it's with expectations for when I am going to get paid and how that's going to look. And if you've been in the Amazon influencer program for a while, I think you already have pretty realistic expectations that the work you do now, you're not going to see any money from probably for quite a while. But I wanted to see exactly what that meant. So I looked at the 2 weeks that I was making videos. I made about 30 videos. So we're talking about 2.5 videos per day, which is probably about one more video than what I usually do when I'm at home. And I looked at the revenue for all of those videos just the other day to see how much money it's made. So far with those 30 videos, I've made about $10 in YouTube AdSense. Awesome. And I've made about $150 in commissions. So honestly, I'm actually pretty happy with that. During that same time period, I made $11,000 in commissions for older videos. Now, the reason for this is because it was Prime Week, so I made extra money for that. But here's the really cool thing that happened, and the main thing I want to talk about. Almost all of the 30 videos I did were sponsored videos where the seller was paying me money just to make that video. And to date, the total amount of money I've been paid is $3,000 with a bit more money on the way. So, I mean, that's basically what my living wage is right there. Just focusing hard, doing sponsored videos, working really hard, making the videos. So even if I don't get any commissions at all from here on out, it was still totally worth the time that I put forth to make those videos. I definitely made my time investment back, and with the commissions I'll probably make even the plane ticket that it cost me just to come back home totally worth it. Overall, I would say the experiment was totally a success. Everything worked out, even though I didn't get to clean my house or do as much yard work as I was hoping to be able to do. I was able to get the videos done. I tried to make them high quality, good videos. The real thing, and I'll have to do a follow-up in a year for this, but I want to see how much money I'm going to earn in commissions. I won't know for a long time, so I will do another follow-up for this video in a year. But focusing, doing batch products, trying not to be lazy or distracted, but having realistic expectations. These are all things that are going to help you out. But ultimately, I think the most important thing is persistence and consistency. I'm going to talk a little bit about that in my next video and how important all of those things are.